Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is April, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a speed review, and I put this in quotations because it's probably not going to be a quick video, but this is a speed review of all the products that I have been testing out the last couple of months, both on camera and off camera. I've been trying these products out. I just have so much makeup in my collection right now that I need to test out, and I can't all do videos for these products, so I have been trying things off camera for you guys so I can give you guys my final thoughts about. But yeah, we have a lot to get through today. But before we get into today's video, if you enjoy these types of videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. And let me know in the comments down below of any of the products that I talked about in today's video you have in your collection. What do you think? Do you like them? Do you not like them? What is the tea on these? I would definitely love to know. But without further blabbering, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's start off with this. This is from Kiss, and this is the I'm Press On Falsies. It looks like this. These are the voluminous ones. They do have a couple different styles: voluminous, spiky, natural, wispy, all kinds of stuff. I have been trying these out. I did try to put them on today, and they were just bugging my eyes. I don't like these. For the price, I think they're just too expensive. I'd rather just put on a strip lash than these. I feel like it's not sticky enough, so the eyelashes don't hold up as good. I feel like I have to babysit these too much, and I don't like that. So if this had more of the stickiness to them, I would like this better. And these don't last a long time. It says it's 2 to 3 uses, I believe. Yeah, 2 to 3 full applications, which I don't think that's enough, especially for the price. And yeah, I tried to use like the same ones like for more than one day, and they just didn't last a long time. It says that you don't need to take them off. Like, I think that's what makes it stay longer, is if you don't take them off. But I can't sleep with lashes like this. I'm a crazy sleeper. These are going to be everywhere. I'm going to lose them. So I just can't do that. I'd rather just take them off when I'm done using them. So that is just not something that I prefer. And you have to be really gentle with these, like getting makeup on them. I do have to put like an eyeliner underneath once I have them on, just because you could see between the falsie and my skin, and I don't like that. There was something else I was going to say, and I totally forgot now. I have one setting spray I want to mention, and this is from LYS. This is the Natural Finish Skin Loyalty. This claims it's supposed to be blurring, mattifying, and set makeup setting spray. So here's the thing. I do think it sets my makeup for a good period of time, but I don't think this is as mattifying as people would think it is. I've had this makeup on for like, I want to say maybe 4 hours, and I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit oily in the center of my face. Not oily, but a little dewy. And yeah, I just don't think it's mattifying like it says. Blurring, I also don't think it's blurring. I could still see, well, I don't agree with the blurring part. Let's just say it like that. But I do like the way it smells. I do like the way the sprayer is. And yeah, I just feel like the only thing it does is set my makeup, and I don't like this as much as my Charlotte Tilbury one. That one I prefer way more than this one. This one's an okay setting spray, but it's not my favorite. I have 2 foundations I want to mention. Let's start with the one that I'm wearing today. This one is from Glossier, and this is the, what is this exactly called? I'm not sure. It doesn't say. It just says Glossier in the packaging right here. And then it has the G for Glossier. This is a good foundation. I do like the way it looks on my skin. Like I said, I am looking a little bit dewy, but not as bad. This does last for a good amount of time. And yeah, it's just a really good foundation. I like the way it's coverage wise. It looks perfect on my skin. And then the other foundation, this technically isn't a foundation. This is from Too Faced, and this is the Born This Way Healthy Glow SPF 30 Moisturizing Skin Tint. I have it in the shade Nude. I forgot to tell you the shade of the Glossier. The Glossier, I have it in shade Medium 1. This is a good shade for me. It's a little bit too dark for me in the winter, but I can make it work. I think this was like my summertime shade, but that one is still a good color for me. This one is also a good color. So this one, don't be alarmed when it says moisturizing skin tint. This has really good coverage for being a skin tint. I definitely think this has medium to buildable coverage, and you can get full coverage from this. I've just really been liking the way this looks. I don't have to put too much on. It lasts a long time. It looks good on my skin, and yeah, I have really been enjoying this one. If I had to pick between the two, that's kind of hard. I would probably say this one gives me a healthy looking skin. This one, it doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on, but like I said, for the coverage of this, it's pretty good. So I don't know, they're both good. I guess it just depends on what you want to pay, which one's cheaper. But yeah, like I said, they are really both good. And I have quite a bit of concealers to mention, but I do have a corrector that I want to shout out real quick. This one is from e.l.f. This is the Camel Color Corrector in peach, I believe. It just looks like this. Now normally I don't really do color correcting, but I have been using this a lot, and I've really been liking this, especially for like concealers that don't have a lot of coverage. I put a little bit of this on and then blend it out and then put the concealer over it, and I don't need to use a lot of concealer to hide my dark circles. Like, I have dark circles in the inner part of my eyelids, and this really does a good job of hiding that darkness. I just really have been enjoying this. I do have it on today because I was using a lighter concealer, but yeah, and this is really affordable. I'm not sure exactly the price, but it has to be under $10, maybe even under $5. But yeah, this is a really good corrector, especially if you have dark circles, and it's not too peachy. You don't even need a lot anyways. Like, you can barely see it on my skin, but once you blend it out, you cannot really see it. That's it, blended out. Like, you see, you can barely see it right there. And that's what I like about this so much, is that it's really easy to use and yeah, affordable. So I really do like this color corrector. Moving on to concealers, let's talk about the one I'm wearing today. I am wearing the Tower 28 concealer. These are so hard to read at the bottom. I'm so sorry, you guys. But anyways, I have two different shades. I have IE, doesn't say the number, it just says IE, and then DTLA. I think, which one am I using? I'm using DTLA today, if I'm not mistaken. It's this one right here. And I like these, but I don't love them. This is the concealer where it doesn't give me a lot of coverage. It gives me like medium coverage, but like the light medium coverage. And I can make it work, especially with the e.l.f. color corrector. This does look good, but by itself I don't really love it, just because it doesn't have the coverage that I prefer. But if you don't have a lot of things to cover under your eyes, you might really like this. It doesn't really cake up underneath my eyes, but yeah, it is a pretty concealer. It's just not my favorite concealer. However, I really do enjoy. This is the Makeup by Mario concealer. This is the Surreal Skin Awakening concealer. I have mine in the shade 200. This is a little bit too dark for me, but I can make it work. I like this one. This does have more coverage than the one from Tower 28. This one doesn't look cakey underneath the eyes. It does look pretty. I really do enjoy this one a lot. Like I said, if I had to pick between Tower 28 and this one, I would definitely pick this one. A little bit does go a long way. It does remind me of the foundation, where, you know, a little bit, like I said, goes a long way. You don't need much to make this work. I find that, yes, if you do use too much of it, it can look cakey, but it does still look good underneath the eyes once you use the right amount of product. If you use too much, then of course it's not going to look good. And the last concealer I want to mention is from Tom Ford. This is the Traceless Soft Matte Concealer. I have mine in 2WO Beige. Just looks like this, and then it's a one where it's for like a stick form, I guess. I'm surprised. I have really been loving this concealer. I did get this at the CCO, thankfully. It has a TF right here. I forgot to mention that as well. But anyways, yeah, I did get this at the CCO, and I'm so glad I picked this up there. Now, I wouldn't recommend picking this up for full price, but if you could find it at the CCO, I definitely recommend picking it up there. I feel like it just leaves my under eyes looking nice and smooth. I don't have to babysit this. Yeah, it just looks nice. I hardly have any creasing when I'm wearing this concealer. This is a really nice concealer, and I have really been enjoying this a lot. The color's a little bit off for me. I could have gone down a shade or two, but it's not bad. It's a pretty decent color for me, but yeah, really been enjoying this. Just don't pay full price for it. You can find it at the CCO. Okay, let's talk about some powders. I do have quite a few powders to mention. I have 2 pressed and 1 loose. Let's talk about the loose one first. This loose one is from Amicole, and this is the Skin Melt Loose Powder. I have mine in translucent. I am wearing it today, like I mentioned. I like it. It does smooth out my skin, but I will say it doesn't keep me like mattified for a long period of time. That's the only thing. I wish it had a little bit more of a longer wear time, but it doesn't look bad underneath my eyes and everywhere else. I do put it like mainly underneath my eyes, and then I'll get like a big fluffy brush and put it everywhere else other than my eyes. And yeah, I just really been enjoying it. I love this type of sifter. It's just one of those where you open, close, and it has a sifter right there. And yeah, I just really been liking it. This is a really good smoothing powder. It almost can compare to my Too Faced Peach Perfect, but not 100%. This next powder is a pressed powder. This isn't a new powder, but it is new to me. I just started testing it out. I am talking about the Kosas pressed powder. This is the Airy Cloud Set powder, I guess. It's in the shade Area. It's just called the Cloud Set, and I have really also been enjoying this. I would use this with like a powder puff and just press it like right here by my nose, on my chin, like all in the center of my face, and then probably use like a fluffy brush and put it underneath my eyes and the rest of my face. I will say though, a little bit does go a long way. If you use a powder puff, I would press lightly and then press it in the back of my skin to get the excess powder off, because if you use too much of this is gonna look very powdery on the skin. That's the only thing I don't like about this, is that you gotta be careful because it can get cakey real quick if you're not careful. But I have been enjoying this pressed powder. I don't love it more than the one from LYS. I think that it's from, yeah, LYS. I like that one more, but this one is a really good one as well if you can't find the LYS one, or you don't want to buy online, because I don't think you could get the LYS one in store. So this is another good option for that one. I just, like I said, I prefer that one a little bit more than this one, but it's still not a bad powder. And then this last powder, I use this mainly like if I want to blot, if I'm out and about and I want my face is like looking a little too shiny and I want to tone it down. This does live in my purse. I'm talking about the Fenty Invisimatte Instant Setting and Blotting Powder in Universal. It does come with a little sponge, so you could just tap the product and then just kind of dab it wherever you need to tone down that glowiness. Like, see, I just did the center and I feel like that looks already so much better. Oh yeah, see how mattified it looks already? Yeah, I just really been enjoying it for that type of purpose, you know, in my purse when I'm out and about and I don't have my makeup with me, and I could just use this and blot away without having to use like blotting paper. But yeah, I have really been enjoying this, and I'm really surprised. This isn't new, but it is new to me, and I'm surprised I didn't try this sooner. I wish I did. Moving on, I do have one brow product I want to talk about. This is from NYX. This is the Zero to Brow Gel Longwear Brow Gel. It just looks like this. So I thought I was going to love this, and I don't, unfortunately. I love the spoolie. I did take off the cap and throw it away just because I noticed whenever I had the cap on, I was forgetting that there was a spoolie at the end, so I would never use the spoolie. But it's better for me just to throw away the cap, so that way I could use the spoolie, and it's worked out better for me that way. So yeah, I do love the spoolie. Great spoolie. It's just the product on the other end. This, I wish it was, first of all, let me start off by saying this is not the regular type of brow gel applicator. I wish this had like a brush. I wish I pulled one out to show you guys, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Just a general original brow brush for brow gel. This is more of a flat spatula, and this, I feel like it just gets messy. I gotta be careful with it. And yeah, I wish the applicator was like a spoolie. That's what I meant to say. Like a spoolie almost. But yeah, and the formula is just a little bit too wet for my liking. It does last a long time, I will give it that, but yeah, like I said, if they could change the formula to where it's not so wet and the applicator is more like a spoolie type situation, then I would love it. But for that reason, I just don't like it. Let's talk about a mascara. I do have one mascara that I want to mention, and this is from Huda Beauty, and this is the One Coat Wow Mascara. And you guys, I do not like this mascara. This gets everywhere. I noticed it's flaky. That's what I want to say. It's very flaky. I always have to look to make sure that I don't have any flakes on my face. Like, I just did this earlier before I filmed, and I already see little flakes on my skin. I don't love that. And yeah, I don't think this is a good mascara. There are other mascaras that are better in the market, and unfortunately this is just not it for me. This would definitely be a pass. Okay, I have quite a bit of bronzers to talk about. Let's talk about the one powder bronzer I have. This is from Kosas, and this is the golden bronzer, I believe it's called. This is in medium. I think this is reformulated now. I think this is original. I think they have since reformulated, but I do like it. This is what I'm wearing on my skin today. And yeah, I think it's a little bit too dark, but if I go in with a light hand and then buff it out with a dual fiber brush, it does look really pretty on the skin. As you can tell today, I have it on, and yeah, I just really been enjoying this bronzer a lot. It is a glowy bronzer, so if you're not into glowy bronzers, you probably won't like this bronzer, but I have really been enjoying this bronzer. It kind of almost reminds me of the Gucci one that I like, but this does have a little bit more glow. And you know me, if you don't, I don't really love glowy bronzers, especially all over my face. I don't mind it on my forehead, but this one does look really nice everywhere. So I have really been enjoying this bronzer, and I'm glad I picked it up to try it out. Okay, let's talk about liquid bronzer slash contours. I have quite a bit here in front of me that I want to mention. The first one is from She Glam. Again, I don't know what these are called. I think they're called the Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour. So they're supposed to be contoured, but I did get two shades, one to bronze and one to contour. I got them in the shade Warm Honey and Golden Sun. And I was hoping I was gonna love these because Casey Holmes raves about these and she likes them, and the majority of the time whatever she likes I mostly like, and these I just didn't like. They are a little bit too, they dry too fast. I don't have enough time to work with them. I do like the concept of it. The applicator is pretty cool. It just has like a sponge at the end, and then you could just go like that and then blend it out. But you gotta be quick because this, like I said, dries super fast. Like even right now, I'm noticing, even though I blended it real quick, it kind of looks patchy. That's a bad swatch right there. But yeah, these were not it. I have other bronzers slash contours that I prefer more than these, but I will say these are not that expensive. I think these are like under $10 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I just wish I liked these a little bit more. The other cream bronzer I want to mention is from Juvia's Place, and this is the, it doesn't say. It's just in the shade Nutmeg. I'm not 100% sure. And it looks like this. Mine looks disgusting because I pat it and then I pat the excess off on here. So don't mind that, but this is what it looks like. And I don't like this one either. This has straight up glitter in it, and I do not love that. You could see on my skin that it has glitter, and yeah, it just does not look flattering on the skin. It looks like that. Let me see if I can get, yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to see the glitter, but you could definitely see it once it's on the skin, and I just don't love it. I wish they would take that glitter out of there then I would probably like this more. This contour stick, this one is from Westman Atelier. This is a face trace contour stick. I have mine in the shade Truffle. It just looks like this. Very pretty packaging. And then it just pull it up like this. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Out of all the cream slash like stick contour bronzers I'm talking about, this is my favorite. The only reason why I wouldn't recommend it is because it's just too expensive for what it is. I think this is like $75 if I'm not mistaken. It's super pricey, and I just think there are more affordable bronzers slash contours out on the market than this that are like the same thing. This is what the color looks like. It is a nice color, and it does blend out really nicely, and it looks pretty on the skin. But yeah, like I said, there's just other products out there that are cheaper than this, that are, if not better than this. So unfortunately, even though I do like it, I wouldn't recommend to pick this up, especially for the hefty price tag. And then the last cream slash contour bronzer stick I'm gonna mention is from Dibs Beauty. This is the, again, this does not have the name on it, and if it does, it's freaking small as hell. It just looks like this. It's a dual-sided. One side is a bronzer slash contour, and then the other side is a blush. Again, I don't like this. I think, first of all, I think this is too expensive for what it is. Second of all, I don't like how it's a blush and a contour bronzer, whatever you want to call it. I feel like, I wish they would have this individual. I wish they would just have all the cream blushes in one stick and all the bronzer slash contours in another stick. Because if I don't want this cream blush but I want the bronzer, I can't get just the bronzer because I would have to get this because they're together, right? So the thing with this is that I don't like this color blush. First of all, I thought I was gonna like it on my skin, but it's a little bit too mauvey for what I like, so I didn't love that. And the contour slash bronzer, it's just too hard to work with. It's not emollient enough for me, and I don't love that. It does look patchy when I put it on. It doesn't matter how I try to put it on. I've tried putting it on straight up from the stick and then blending it out. I've tried getting a brush, tapping the brush in, and then blending it that way. I've tried using a sponge. I've just tried so many ways to make this bronzer contour work for me, and it just does not work. It looks splotchy. It's hard to blend. I will say though, I have been loving her dual-sided brush. This has like for cream products on one side, it just looks like this, and then on the other side you could use this for blush or like powder stuff. Powder, I've been using it for powder, like just straight up powder, and then I've been using this to blend out my contour, bronzer, blush, whatever you want. I have really been enjoying this. This I do think is worth the price tag. However, this is just not it for me, and I'm so sad because I was hoping I was gonna love this because I've heard so many people talk so good about this little duo, trio, whatever, duo, not trio, a duo, and yeah, it just didn't work for me, and it's a shame. This is pretty expensive. I think this is like $36. I would say if you want to try it out, find somebody with a code. I know I got this for I think 20% off, so I'm glad I got it for 20% off. But yeah, try to get at least 15 to 20% off this if you really want to try it. But yeah, I just feel like there are other cream products out there that I like more than this. Let's move on to blush real quick. I want to talk about a couple cream blushes. Are these all cream? Except, yeah, I think they're, except for one. So we'll talk about the powder first, and then we'll finish with the cream blushes. So the powder blush I have, this one is from Give Beauty, and this is the Fill In Cheeky Amplifying Blush Duo in Stars Align. And you guys, I have really been loving this blush. Now, this is both powder blushes. I was hoping one was going to be a cream and the other one was going to be a powder, but they are both powders. One is more of a shimmery blush, and the other one is straight up matte. I mix them, and that's what I like, using it the best way. The only thing I don't like about this is that the pan sizes are pretty small, so that I just don't love. but the formula and the way it looks on the skin are really nice. And yeah, I'm surprised. I have really been enjoying this blush, and it does last a pretty long time on my skin, which I'm surprised because not very many blushes last a long time, but this one is a really good blush. And then we talked about She Glam earlier with the cream contour slash bronzers. Now I have She Glam cream blush. This is the Color Bloom Daylight Glow liquid blush in Risky Business. Again, I don't like this, and I think it's because of the color and the way it is. This is a straight up shimmery blush. I wouldn't even say shimmery, I would say glittery. Like, it does have glitter in it, and I don't like that. It does have the same kind of applicator as the contour ones, but like I said, this one is a blush. This is what the color looks like. It does blend out nicely. It does look really pretty, but it's just those sparkles in there. I could, oh, it has a lot. I could see it, but I don't think my oh yeah, you see it right there? See how you could see the sparkle in it? That is nothing on camera, but in person, that shows up so much on the skin, and I just do not love it. I'm gonna have to see if they have other ones that maybe are matte. I just probably feel like I picked one that's just the glowy version maybe, and I need to try a matte one. So I'm not like, I will try this again, but in a different shade, and I'll just have to look closely to what they are, if it's a glowy one or if it's a matte blush. But yeah, I definitely want to try a matte version of this, but so far this one is just not my favorite. This next blush I feel is a dupe for the She Glam one, but this one is way better than the She Glam in my opinion. This one is from Profusion. This is the Blush Hour Soft Matte Liquid Blush. I have mine in Bellini. This is what it looks like. Like, you see what I'm talking about? How it reminds me of the She Glam. I'm gonna get the She Glam out so you guys can see. Like, see how, yeah, you guys, this is like a dupe for this. This is crazy. Let me see. Does this have the same amount of product? The one from Profusion has 6 mLs, and the one from She Glam has 5.2 ml. So the one for Profusion has more. Yeah, I like this one so much better. The only thing I don't really love about this one is the color. This one is more of an orange color, and look at, see, same type of application as the She Glam one. I was hoping this was going to be like a nude color, but this is more of an orange color. It's that one right there, but I don't mind it still. I don't mind the formula. The formula is really good, and this one, like, look at how pigmented that is. I feel like that one's more pigmented than the one from She Glam. It's just super, super pretty. It's just the color I'm not in love with. So I want to go back and see if I can find another color that I might like a little bit more than this. But yeah, so far that, I mean, and that does look matte. That's a pretty matte. I highly recommend these ones. And then the last blush I want to talk about is from Half Magic. This is the Cheek Fluff Cream Blush, I guess. This is in the shade Magic Brownie, and it just looks like this. This is so pretty. Now I will say, I feel like you can see the ring already, so I'm not sure if that's like me just using it up a lot, or if they don't have a lot of product in here. Let me see how much product is in here. 0.23 ounces. So I'm gonna have to see how much something like this and another product has. But yeah, I'm already about to hit pan, but this is a really pretty color. I love that color. Look at that. That looks so pretty. I just have to be really careful because I can get crazy with this if I'm not careful. But look at that. It's a very pretty, pretty, pretty color. That is something that I want in the one from Profusion. But yeah, that is still a really pretty blush, and it lasts a long time. A little bit does go a long way, but overall this is a really good cream blush. Moving on to highlighters. Highlighter, I have this one from Too Faced. This is the Moon Crush Out of This World highlighter. I have it in Shooting Star. This is really pretty packaging, but the product inside is so pretty. I am wearing it today on my skin. I just love the way this highlighter looks. It's glowy. It looks nice on the skin. It doesn't emphasize texture. It's just such a pretty highlighter. That is what it looks like right there. Let me swatch it right here for you guys. Like, you see how that looks? I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but it just looks so pretty on the skin. I really do love this highlighter. I will say though, if you can get this on a discount, I highly recommend doing so. I know Ulta has a couple coupons out there where you could use if you spend a certain amount. It counts like towards prestige products. I would definitely recommend trying to get this, but it's really pretty highlighter. I have really been enjoying this a lot. Another blush I have is from Half Magic, and this is the Light Trap Enter the Glow Duochrome Glow Powder. Did I say blush? I meant highlighter. Not sure what I said. But this is what it looks like. This is the neutral out of the two. They have another shade. That one's more of a purple iridescent color. This one is more like a, I want to say like a pink peach color. Yeah, you can see right there. This one is a really pretty color as well. It is a little bit darker than the one from Too Faced, but still it is a really pretty highlighter. Again, this doesn't emphasize texture whatsoever, and yeah, it's just a really pretty highlighter all around. And then the last highlighter I want to mention is from Give Beauty. This is the Check My Glow Multi-Dimensional Illuminating Highlighter. I have mine in Platinum Cowgirl, and I don't like this one. It's just a little bit too glowy for my taste. It's just too bright for me. It's not really my color. Let's see where I could put it right there. Now on this side of my hand it doesn't look bad, but on my skin it's just too glowy, and I feel like with all the different colors it's very inconsistent on what you get. Sometimes it'll look pink on my skin, and then other times it will just look stark white because of like these two shades right here. But yeah, this just was not my favorite highlighter. There are other highlighters that I like more than this. Okay, let's talk about some eye products, and then we will wrap up this video with lip products. So for eye products, I do have a couple eyeshadow products. The first one I want to talk about is from Half Magic, and these are the Chromadiction eye paint and liners. I have them in the shade Little Beast and Magic Brownie. One is a matte color, and then the other one is a shimmer topper. These are really pretty. I will say you gotta work kind of fast with the matte one because it can dry fast, but once you get it on your eyes, and it just looks so pretty, and then top it off with like a glittery one, it's so nice. Let me give you guys a swatch real quick. This one is the glittery one in Little Beast. Ooh, that is just so pretty. I have to use this some more. That is what it looks like. And then the matte one is in Little Magic Brownie. I was gonna say Little Brownie. This one is the matte one. And yeah, just, oh, these look so pretty together. That is what it looks like. So these two together are very pretty. I do like these. These are pretty reasonably priced, but like I said, just work fast with the matte ones, but these are really pretty. And then I do have this single eyeshadow from Half Magic. This is the eyeshadow single in Wet Pebble. It just looks like this. This is so pretty on the eyes, you guys. This is definitely a one and done eyeshadow. You could just put it with your finger and then blend it out with either your finger or a fluffy brush, and you're good to go. This is just so pretty. I will give you a swatch of this. You don't need much. Like, look at that. You definitely don't need much. And that is what it looks like. It's just so pretty. Ugh. Let me blend it out some more so you guys can see it blended out. I didn't do a very good job of blending it, but you get my point. Like, look at how sparkly that looks. It just looks so pretty. And yeah, again, this is a reasonably priced product. I think this is like $12 for the single eyeshadow. You can get like a magnet palette to put the single eyeshadows in. There is another one that I want to try out from Half Magic, another single eyeshadow. I'm probably gonna have to go in store to pick it up, but yeah, so far I have really been liking the products that I've tried from Half Magic. Okay guys, let's finish this video off with lip products. I'm gonna try to speed through this. Let's start with lip pencils. I have two here from Tower 28, and these are the multi-liner, multi-tracer lip liners, one liner. I have them in the shade Work of Art and Fill Me In, and I love these lip liners. They're creamy but not too creamy, and they just look nice on the lips. The only thing I will say is I wish they would come out with more shades. I think they only have 3 shades. The other shade that they have that I didn't pick up is darker than these ones, and I just didn't really care for it. So yeah, I just wish they would come out with more of these. These are really good lip liners. I have really been enjoying these. And then the other lip liner is from LYS. This is a Speak Love lip liner. Oh, smooth something. It's already wearing off, so I can't really see what it says. I do have mine in the shade Lavish, so I like it, but I don't love it. I feel like I don't love this shade, so if I get a different shade, I might like it a little bit more. This is a one where you have to sharpen. Oh yeah, and the Tower 28 ones are the ones where you have to sharpen as well. Normally, I don't love that, but I could forgive it, especially with the Tower 28 ones. This one, I feel like the formula is just a little bit more stiffer, and I don't love that, but I still can make it work. I just draw it in my line, and then I'll get my finger, and then I'll just blend it out a little bit, and then it looks fine. But yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite. I definitely prefer the Tower 28 ones more. Okay, I have quite a bit of lip glosses to mention. Let's start off with these ones from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Again, I'm not 100% sure what they're called. They're just called, I guess, lip glosses. I have them in the shade Cantaloupe and then Peachy Nude. The one in Cantaloupe does have shimmer, and then the Peachy Nude is more of a matte, well, not matte, but it has like no sparkles in it. And I do really like these a lot. The only thing I will say is that yes, these are a little bit sticky, but I could get over it. So just keep that in mind. If you don't like a sticky gloss, you're probably not gonna like these. And I definitely think if you have your hair down and it's windy, this is gonna get everywhere. It's gonna get in your hair, so just be mindful of that. But these aren't a bad lip product whatsoever. I do like these. Do I think I'm gonna buy more? Probably not, but I think maybe 1 or 2 you can't go wrong, especially with just one. But yeah, not bad, but they're not my favorite. This next lip product I am wearing today, this is from Tower 28, and this is the Juicy Balm Tinted Lip Balm in Mix. I do like this. It's comfortable on the lips. It looks pretty. The only thing I will say is that this doesn't last a very long time. I did have to apply this a little bit ago, and yeah, I just feel like it wears off too fast, but I still really do like it, and I don't think this is too expensive. It just makes my lips look really natural and juicy and glowy, and yeah, I just really have been enjoying this. This next one is a lip oil, and this one is from Kosas. This is the lip oil wet, I believe. I have mine in the shade Jellyfish, and this is okay. It's not my favorite. It doesn't really last a long time on the lips. I'll throw a little bit on even though I already have some. Yeah, it's okay. I don't see anything spectacular about this, anything to write home about. It's just fine. Do I think you need to go out and spend your money on this lip oil? No, it's just okay. The next product I want to talk about is from Makeup by Mario, and these are the Moisturized Glow Plumping Lip Colors. I have 4. I have Spice, Smoky Pink, Barely Pink, and Soft Blush, and I regret getting 4. I wish I only would have got 1 of these. I like them, but I don't love them. They're nothing to write home about. I just feel like they don't last a long time on my lips. I do prefer these ones more. These are the Moisturizing Glow Plumping Lip Serum. So these are different, and then they have the glow ones, and then they have the matte ones, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, it's the packaging that looks like this. You can definitely tell the difference. The ones that are shorter are the ones that I don't like. Let me see. And the longer ones is the ones that I do like. Like, you see the difference? So yeah, these are the new ones. These are the ones that I don't really like. They're not bad, but like I said, I just prefer the original ones. Those last a long time. They look better on my lips. Like I said, these are just nothing to write home about, and I would have definitely rather just have gotten 1 instead of getting all 4 of these. And then the last lip product I want to talk about are from Half Magic. One is a lip cream and the other one is a lip gloss. So the lip gloss is called Magic Drip in Frosty Bitch, and it's a glitter lip gloss. It just looks like this. This is really pretty on the lips. I do like it. It is a really nice gloss. And then the other one is the Mouth Cloud Mr. Cheeky Pants Soft Matte Lip Cream. That's what this one is called. So I do like these. I would put the matte one and then put the glitter one on top of it, and it looks so pretty, especially with the eyeshadow paints that I talked about. These two, like 4 combinations together, it just leaves a pretty monochromatic look. I really have been enjoying these products. But yeah, these lip products are really nice. I will say though, the lip gloss, you can kind of feel the glitter, but I don't mind because it does look really pretty on the lips. So just keep that in mind. You can feel it a little bit, but it does look really pretty on the lips, and I have really been enjoying these. Alright, you guys, that was all the products that I wanted to give my final thoughts about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. And until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye!